Hey, you. Yes, you. Listen to this for a moment. There is a reason you landed on this video right now. Something in you is tired of starting over. Something in you is ready for a different way. Imagine this as a story you step into one evening. Lights low, the noise of the day finally softening, and you make a quiet decision that does not need applause. Today, I stop chasing motivation. Today I start building a system that carries me, even when I do not feel like moving. You look at your life honestly. All the promises that began with, "I will stay focused." All the declarations that felt strong in the moment. All the plans that faded when the mood changed. You realize it was never a discipline problem. It was a design problem. You were asking flimsy feelings to do the work of a strong structure. And feelings are beautiful, but they are not dependable. So you build something new, a daily setup that survives real life. Good days, bad days, and everything in between. You do not try to feel different first. You set the scene so feeling different becomes the side effect. You start with the rule that changes the arc of your week. I will lock in habits that work even on bad days. Anyone can move when the sky is clear, when the music is loud, when the coffee hits perfectly. But the story you want to live is not about perfect conditions. It is about a rhythm that still plays when the weather turns. A tiny set of actions that do not ask your mood for permission. You shape the smallest version of every habit, not glamorous. Just real 2 pages before sleep, no matter what. 20 minutes of movement at the same time every weekday. No drama. A glass of water the moment your feet touch the floor. A 2-minute reset when your thoughts crowd the hallway of your mind. You smile because small is honest. Small survives chaos. Small wins on the days when strength is quiet. You notice something. You stop negotiating with yourself. You are no longer asking, "Do I feel like it?" The answer does not matter. It is already on the schedule. Like brushing your teeth. There is no meeting to decide. There is only the doing. You look at the boring tasks that used to feel heavy. Planning your day, prepping simple food, reviewing what worked, logging what did not. None of it is exciting, and that is the point. You decide boredom is not your enemy, inconsistency is. Boring becomes automatic. Automatic becomes dependable. Dependable becomes powerful. The life you want is built on moves so normal, you barely notice them, while everyone else waits for a spark. You keep stacking quiet repetitions, one on top of another, until the floor under you feels solid. Your mind still loves to sprint, to burn hot for a day, then collapse, so you whisper to it. We will not chase pressure. We will follow patterns. Pressure shouts. Patterns guide. When your morning has a shape, your brain stops scrambling for a reason. When your calendar has homes for the important things, your attention stops panicking. Decisions shrink. Clarity expands. You trade adrenaline for rhythm. You stop living inside alarms and start living inside a plan. You take the big ideas that used to paralyze you, and you slice them into pieces you can repeat. The book turns into 500 words. The new business turns into a daily 40-minute build block. The stronger body turns into a walk, a simple lift, a clean plate. You are not trying to be impressive. You are trying to be consistent. You remember that mastery is not a single scene. It is a loop, play, rewind, play again, until the loop writes itself into who you are. You design a structure that holds you when you crash. Because you will. Everyone does. There will be mornings when your chest feels heavy, nights where your brain hums with static. Your old approach waited for perfect energy to return. Your new approach assumes storms will come and gives you a handrail to grip. Same wake time. The anchor trifecta of water movement writing. A tight 3-item checklist that defines a win. You let the structure carry you across the rough patch. Not forever, just far enough to keep your progress from breaking. You replace wishful thinking with solid daily actions. Hope is lovely, but it cannot lift weight for you. Talking about the future is easy. Building the future is a set of small behaviors you count on one day at a time. You pick the smallest useful action and you do it. You do not perform. You do not perform for anyone. You simply make a deposit. A quiet vote for the life you say you want. The feeling of stuck fades when your feet move, not when your fantasies get bigger. You protect the first hour so your mind stays clear. No phone, no noise, no other people's emergencies. You sit with a simple plan in front of you. What matters today? What can be done? What must wait? Time blocks become lanes on a road. You are not juggling 10 things. You are finishing one, then resting, then moving to the next. Notifications off. Doors closed. Attention guarded, like it is the key to the whole house. Because it is. You stop depending on energy and depend on structure. Energy is weather. It is sunny, then it storms. Then it is gray for no reason. Your system is the season, it remains. Your routine starts you. Your boundaries stop you. You do not overwork on good days. You do not disappear on bad ones. You move inside the shape you. This is where freedom begins. Not in doing whatever you feel, but in knowing exactly where your time goes. You set steps so small you can finish them without emotion. 10 push-ups. 1 email, 1 paragraph. 10 minutes cleaning the corner you always avoid. Completion becomes your teacher. Each tiny finish returns a little trust. Trust becomes momentum. Momentum becomes motivation. You laugh quietly because you finally see the trick. Motivation is not the starter. It is the echo. You future-proof the whole thing by building a system that still works when you fail. Because you will miss. You will forget. You will choose comfort. And none of that ends the story. The streak is not the point. The return is, you miss the gym, you walk for 10 minutes, you eat poorly, you choose water and fiber at the next meal. You lose the morning to noise, you recover the afternoon with 1 deep block. The plan expects mistakes, welcomes them, and shows you the next step. The identity stays intact. I am the person who comes back. You keep weaving these threads through your days. Bad day protocol, tiny wins. Boredom normalized, patterns over pressure. Steps so small they slip past resistance, clear mornings. Protected attention, a structure that ends the debate. You notice how your language shifts. I hope this works turns into I repeat what works. I will try turns into I will return. I will start Monday turns into I already started today. The story keeps unfolding. You are not chasing perfect moments. You are creating reliable ones. You are not waiting for a lightning strike. You are building a lighthouse. You are not worshiping motivation. You are trusting design, and somewhere in the middle of an ordinary week, you look up and realize something subtle and enormous. You believe yourself again, not because you shouted affirmations, not because you rode a wave of hype, but because you kept a promise. Even when no one clapped, especially when no one clapped. Confidence feels different now, not loud, steady. Like a floor you can stand on, you keep listening. To the part of you that prefers slow proof over fast noise, you keep acting when excitement is low. When the room is quiet, when no one is watching, you keep returning to the checklist, to the anchor habits, to the pattern that kept you sane when everything spun. You do not need 1,000 new habits. You need a few strong ones that never ask the weather how to behave. You do not need a perfect plan. You need a plan you can keep when life is not perfect. You do not need to feel ready. You need to move anyway. The life you want will not arrive because you wished louder. It will arrive because you repeated the right things long enough that reality had no choice but to match. So tonight, choose the one scene that proves the change. Lay out your shoes. Fill the water bottle. Set the book on your pillow. Write the 3 lines you will complete before noon. Make it too small to fail. And watch how the day bends around your decision. If this felt like your story, if it woke the honest part of you that is done with restarts, save this video so the system stays close. Like it to anchor the decision. Share it with the friend who keeps waiting for a perfect day. Then type "I build systems" in the comments. Not as a slogan, as a contract with yourself. Subscribe and turn on notifications so this becomes your on-demand reset. And anytime you feel yourself slipping, press play, stack the next quiet layer, and keep becoming the person who does not start over. Because